You know what I'm
Yeah, man.
saying?
I like that music you was playing earlier before I got on, and I like what you sent me.
Oh, that's the stuff. That's my new what you call it, paradigmic music that I
Oh,
want
that's
to
that pandemic music.
pandemics. I
Ooh,
want you to pee on it. Some of it, man.
man, you know I'm gonna pee on it like I pee on a tree with my leg
I
up,
know. Girl dogs don't pee on trees.
with my hind leg lifted.
You got that. What's up, dog?
Man, I'm good, Uncle George. You looking good, man. I'm just so happy to be talking to you. I'm glad everybody tuned in, listening.
Man, I feel good talking to your ass.
Hey, man, seeing the biggest dog of them all.
My God, you killing the game, man.
Hey, man, I
Mama,
learned from the best.
mama don't realize how hard it is to stay around this like it like that.
Right, but you know, when my forefathers, when y'all did it, y'all showed us the way to do it. Y'all went from the 60s to the 70s to the 80s, and then when hip-hop came, hip-hop took it to another level and kept adding on to the extension to what the mothership brought. And I'm just the G to the P.
Well, we said that with clones. Clones, I mean, that's what sampling was about. Genetically sample a little piece, make a brand new thing, a whole new music, a whole new genre. We was expecting you guys, you know what I'm saying? I was.
Hey,
You know
man,
what I'm
shout
saying?
out to all of the producers and all the hip-hop pioneers that first
Man,
ventured into using y'all music.
I'm loving the things they did with it to keep it what they call classic now.
Yeah, and shout out to the ones that brought y'all to the studio to actually get y'all
Yeah,
live in the studio and to
to
really
to
touch that.
work with us. We love working with all the people. Every generation that came on after that, you was digging the funk. I'm all right with you.
Yes, sir.
You know,
But
well, there was
a lot of people want to know in the early days, what was it like when you was making funk and James Brown was making funk?
there wasn't no thing about it. He was born in, so everybody else was catching up in the first place. So it wasn't no thing about just hope to be that funky one day.
Right.
So that's why I was really glad to have when Bootsy came around. He brought a whole mess of his gang related brothers from the JBs, Fred Maceo. So
Yeah.
I had I
Catfish.
had my back. I thought I was all of that now.
Was it something in the water in Ohio back then? Because them Ohio boys was
Oh
funky.
hell yeah, it had to be something in the water. It was too many of them from Dayton and Cincinnati. I mean, I go all the way back to James and the Midnighters and Hank Ballard and all that.
Man, man,
Then Felipe.
Ohio was foundation of funk.
Felipe. I mean, it was so much. I mean, but Detroit was the same way. You know what I'm saying? It just a lot of people don't realize how funky Motown was because they were so popular that it was called pop. But when you listen to James Jamerson in any of, I don't care if it's Smokey, Miracle, I mean, pop as hell, the Four Tops, that's funky. That's what made us want it to be funkadelic because the bass on James Jamerson, the Funk Brothers, they meant that.
So, how the word funk was like a bad word when y'all was making music, right?
Oh, you get smacked out of your ass. You know what you was insinuating. But it's done got even deeper. I mean, look where hip hop was able to take it. It's just it's expression, it's communication. All generations evolve into something new, something different, and usually the older folks don't like where the kids go with it. And that pushes us. We're getting ready to evolve again. We're getting ready to evolve again.
But see, that's what held you down because you was always connected to the youth. Whenever we would use your music, no matter who it was, you would give us the blessing. You would come sing on it. You would perform with us. You would give us that big brother blessing that we needed, and you wouldn't overcharge us. And if it was your sample, you was like, just give me my money. Y'all use it, and y'all keep it moving.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm trying to figure out what the hell y'all doing with it.
Right.
I'm learning too. I mean, it went both ways. I ain't crazy. I want to get paid, but I know how to get mine. And that's just about acknowledging what it is going on right now. Helps you to stay in the right now.
Right.
As soon as you start saying
the younger generation, we depended upon OGs like you to give us that because some old school artists didn't really accept hip hop. They didn't want to let us use their music. They didn't want to let us sample it because they felt like we was just degrading their music as opposed to us
That's
upgrading and bringing their music to a different audience.
that's always the case. The older ones think that the new ones are corny and that they degrading it and it ain't what's happening. You know what I'm saying? And you have to think, hey, I understand that. I want to find out what they doing with it. If it don't get on my nerve, I know it ain't no good. If it get on my nerve, I know it's the next. I'm gonna learn what they doing with it. I don't care how corny it sounds to me because I'm grown, but
right.
I want to figure out what they're doing with it because I know it's gonna work. That's how they weed out. That's how they weed out us old mother. But who ain't down?
So, how did you feel when disco came and tried to kill the funk?
Well, I knew we had a serious job. That's why we did Knee Deep. Remember that was rescue.
Knee Deep was the answer to disco.
It was called Rescue Dance Music from the Blahs.
Woo!
That's what we called it. That was our mission. I mean, disco. I don't dislike disco. It's just that it only had that one beat. That's
right.
What we didn't like. We wanted to experience, move around. Disco is good as hell because I mean it's funk all the time.
Right.
You know, we just didn't like it pimping just that one beat. You get tired of one stroke. If you ain't got no moving around syncopation, you know, somebody can tell you the facts that